Hi YouTube, it's monthly pickup time again, and I didn't get quite as much this month, and I certainly didn't get very much towards the £10 challenge. Most of the things I got were considerably more than £10, so maybe next month. I've got something on the way anyway from eBay. I've got back into using eBay again, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff there I quite like to get. It's very addictive, it's very wrong. But anyway, without further ado, let's just see what I got this month. First up, I got Mass Effect 2. So I've been meaning to get this for a while, and I'm actually playing the original. So I have the original but never got around to playing it, and so I thought I'd play through the original first, and then get on to Mass Effect 2. So yeah, that's great. I haven't had this, though I think everyone else on the planet has probably got a copy of this. It's Fallout 3, and it's a Game of the Year edition. I was going to buy it pre-owned, but I saw the Game of the Year edition for like $27.98 and thought, well, why not just get that? So yeah, so I've now got Fallout 3 as well. Building up my PS1 collection, Colin McRae Rally, the first one, a platinum edition of it. I got this for 99p, bought it off eBay for 99p, so that was brilliant. I was the only bidder for it. Another game you don't, well, here's one game that you don't see very often, or I certainly haven't seen very often, and I always wanted it back when I first got the PS1. But never got around to getting it, but I've got it now, and that's Ape Escape, and I got this for, again off eBay, for $8.99, and so I was quite chuffed at getting that, because I do remember when it came out and I thought, that looks quite fun, so I've got it now, so that's great. And I own a copy of Final Fantasy VIII now. The only Final Fantasy games I've had have been 7, 10, 10-2 and 12. I don't have Final Fantasy 13 yet. I'm going to get Final Fantasy 13, but I'll wait until I get my PS3. I'll buy it for the PS3 rather than the 360, because I think the general consensus is that Final Fantasy 13 is very definitely a PS3 game. So anyway, I got Final Fantasy VIII. Now on Amazon Marketplace, they're asking silly money for these games. I think Final Fantasy 7 is up to something like, somebody's asking me something like £140. Various other people have taken leave of their senses and are wanting people to part with money along the lines of £60-70 for these games. So I went to eBay, now that I've got back into using eBay again. I missed out on one auction for Final Fantasy VIII, and I got outbid just at the very last few seconds. It was my own fault, I wasn't paying attention. I started bidding, then didn't pay attention, and the other guy, and good luck to him, guy, girl, whoever, got it for something like 11 quid, which obviously is a bit of a steal. But anyway, the next day I was watching one and I decided to, right, I'll go for this one. So I put in a maximum bid of £13, and I actually got it for £11.59, which, if you compare it to the prices on Amazon Marketplace, is a complete and utter steal. So I'm really chuffed at getting that. So I'm hoping to get Final Fantasy 9 soon as well. So it was great to get that. It was really good. Sorry, I got a bit of a dodgy throat. I've had, most of the people in the office have had for the past week or so. I'm not a lot better now. I bought one of these, PS2 Slim, mainly because I think in fact almost certainly my old PS2, which is now about 8 or 9 years old. I think it's 8 years old now. Is it 8? Could be 9. I think this summer it's not going to be 9 years old, which is just incredible. Can't believe the time has just flown by. Anyway, I thought it was about time I should have got a PS2 Slim. Now Tesco were selling these for, I think, about 60 quid. A silver one and a black one. And that was just a few months ago, but of course I never took advantage of the offer, and of course you can't get them for love nor money now. It seems that way anyway. So I went to my local game station and I bought one. And for the Easter sale, they were having a deal where you got a pre-owned PS2 Slim for £30. Now, I went in and I asked, can I have a PS2 Slim? And the guy goes, guy in the counter said, yeah, we got one. Great. So he brings it out, and it's not in its original box, but then I've seen online that most people don't seem to have their PS2 Slims in the original box. Don't know why, it's strange. I've got the box with my PS2 and my PS1, my small PS1, I also got from Game Station years ago. It came fully boxed, so I don't know. Anyway, I got it, and when I brought it home, I didn't check it when I was in the shop. I was more concerned with just getting it home, been doing some more shopping and getting home. So I got it, and what you see before you now is a very clean PS2 Slim. It's actually very, very clean. See? It's quite clean. It wasn't very clean when I got it. I took it out of the box, which was like just an ordinary white box, and it didn't even have the original Sony controller. You know, pad. I mean, it had a Logic 3 one, and I'm thinking, right, so this guy, whoever it was, sold it and not even having a original controller for it. So that slightly pissed me off. But most of all, what pissed me off was the fact that it was absolutely filthy. So clearly the guy that had it, and I can tell from the scratches and stuff on top, that basically the guy didn't treat it with any particular care or attention or love and affection, even, whatever. And all the way along here, the USB sockets here, just covered in filth. The grill here, which is covered in dust, and inside it, it was just absolutely manky. It was minging, and if for any Scots out there, it was bouffing even. It was really, really bad. It was like gunk and kind of like dust, and all sorts of shit in there. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, I got in there and I just cleaned it. I've actually cleaned it twice now, and I've cleaned literally every nook and cranny of it. So it's now clean, and thankfully it does work. It works perfectly well. I've tested out a DVD and I played a PS2 game on it, and it works perfectly well. So I'm dead chuffed about that. But I'm really not chuffed about the fact that Game Station, well, two things really, that somebody would actually put a console into trade that was absolutely filthy, and that the shop selling it wouldn't even clean it before selling it on to somebody. Bit of a hard neck really, bit of a brass neck I would have thought. But anyway, that's my Game Station related rant over. So anyway, I'm glad to have this, because the idea of not having a PS2 is too painful to even think about, as I have such a PS2 collection. So yeah, my PS2 Slim. So it'll be sad to see the big one go, but you know, it's done really, really well. You know, so I'm just glad I've got now. It's a smaller, slimmer version of itself to play on now. So that's that. So that's everything I've got this month. As I say, I've got my eye on a couple of things on eBay, and I have something coming through the post already. Another PS1 game coming through already, again quite cheap, for about a couple of quid or something. So hopefully I can manage to have another go at the £10 challenge, because I think it is worth trying, you know. But I can't think of anything else to say at the moment, so I'm now going to stop babbling and say thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.